This is the Voice America. Welcome to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with Rebecca Hall Gruyter. In our program each week, we provide the tools, ideas, and encouragement to help you move ahead on your journey, becoming a more powerful and impactful woman in your own life. Now here's your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter.
Welcome, everyone. I hope that you're having an absolutely amazing day. I'm thrilled and excited that you're joining us. It's such a privilege and an honor to spend time with each and every one of you. And today is a really special call because we're going to be talking about empowering you. Transforming Lives. This is a book that we just launched and released on Tuesday. It's a 365 daily inspiration book. Our goal and vision is to bring support, encouragement, and inspiration every single day of the year. Because we've discovered life is not a solo journey. And it can make such a difference in being able to live on purpose and with purpose when we have support and encouragement every day, a reflection, an inspiration, an affirmation, something that gives us a moment in the busy hustle and bustle of the day and of this season, in fact, to stop, pause, breathe, and be mindful. I'm so excited to share that this book is a project we've been working on for a year. It is something that was planted in my heart several years ago. In fact, because of this show, Empowering Women, Transforming Lives. And I was so encouraged and inspired for all of the guests and experts that we get to bring aboard. And it planted this seed to someday bring forward a daily inspiration book to walk beside people each and every day of the year. I was thinking, wow, if I could bring forward these amazing experts in a way that could support our listeners and our readers and followers around the world so they could carry it with them in their daily life, wouldn't that be a powerful way to impact people, make a positive difference, and continue to encourage each and every one of us around the world? And that someday came to today on Tuesday when we launched the book. We shared it out. We have a special rate going on right now for $1. We always do that when we launch a new book. So for $1 on Amazon, you can get it through today. Today is the final day. Thursday, this is when we're recording the show live. Thursday, December 6th is the final day that you're going to be able to get the book for $1 on Amazon. Again, the book is called Empowering You, Y-O-U in all caps, Transforming Lives. And I would love for you to lean in if this is a book and a message that resonates with you. We have powerful guests. Some of our amazing authors are joining us today. And I wanted to have the opportunity for you to get to know them a little bit. I've been so privileged and honored over the last year to get to know them and be encouraged and inspired by what they bring forward and what they bring to the world. And I know that you will be equally encouraged, touched, and inspired. So I'm very honored to have all of them joining us today. And I know as we pull back the curtains and you get to feel a little bit of their energy and their heart and their spirit, you're going to be encouraged and inspired. And I know there is something here for you today by the very nature that you tuned in. If there wasn't something for you, you wouldn't be connecting in right now. So I want to invite you to lean in, to be fully present, to be willing to receive everything that is here for you today. But that means being willing to drop in, really listen, connect, and fully receive everything that's here. So as our amazing authors, is a 4-part series. So this is the 4th part. If you enjoy hearing from our authors, I encourage you to listen to our previous 3 shows as well, as we've been highlighting this powerful book. But as we drop in and we connect, I encourage you, those of you driving, please stay safe, alert, you're inwardly tuning in, both hands on the wheel, taking a breath. Wonderful. Those of you are able to, put both feet on the floor. Feel it supporting you. Put one hand on your heart, one hand on your head, bringing in mind, body, soul, and spirit. and close your eyes. You're absolutely safe. Take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth like through a straw, bringing oxygen to every cell of your body, which lowers cortisol levels and helps us become very present and ready to receive. So keep breathing. Enjoy the feel of the breath, filling your belly, and then breathing out through your mouth like through a straw. And as you're breathing, I want you to think about, what is it that you need today? What is it that will encourage you, empower you, support you? What is it that you need today and are willing to receive, because you have choice? So what is it that you need and are willing to receive? As you're breathing, just take in that information, what it is that you need and are willing to receive. Beautiful. Come back into the room, eyes open. Another big breath, fully present. Wonderful. I encourage you to take a moment and write down what was laid upon your heart, what it is that you need and are willing to receive. It's so easy to get distracted and forget. I want to invite you to keep it top of mind, so you're actively on the lookout, ready to receive whatever it is that you need in some unexpected and powerful way. That helps us look forward to it with anticipation and excitement. So write that down so we can keep it top of mind. Beautiful. We're going to take a moment and go around our virtual room and touch in with each of our amazing experts. And I'm just going to have them share about 10, 15 seconds what was laid on their heart when they stopped, paused, and listened for a moment. So with that, Dr. Ruth, I would love for you to share what was laid on your heart. Oh, Dr. Ruth, are you there?
Can you hear me?
I can. Perfect.
There we go. Thank you, Rebecca. What was laid on my heart is the continued need for connection with the divinity for my project that I'm working on and on a daily basis. And I also saw this book of ours, Rebecca, Empowering You, Transforming Lives. And I saw the divine feminine energy surrounding that book. So I believe everyone who reads that book is going to be touched.
So beautiful. Thank you for sharing. And that is absolutely what's been planted in my seed, in my heart. That's the seed that's been planted within my spirit and heart as well, that this book is really being called forth, and those that it touches, those that lean into it, are going to be powerfully impacted. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for sharing. Dr. Nancy, how about you? What was laid on your heart?
Hi, Rebecca. What came through loud and clear was grace. The ability to receive grace. We
Very
so
nice.
often just really don't pay attention to that. And also to just be consciously aware of gratitude, even for small things. I sit here and look at my 2 cats. I am so grateful that they are part of my life. And that gratitude and grace, those are the things. And I agree with Dr. Ruth. I think this book will help people to realize those things.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Gratitude and grace. Beautiful. Thank you. Catherine, how about you? What was laid on your heart?
Yes, hello.
Hi.
So I struggle with seasonal affective disorder, and so what came to mind was support from my friends and family, because I'm in that season of depression. So uplifting thoughts and hugs and great messages for me.
Beautiful. So that support.
Just as I share out to everybody else.
Beautiful. That's right. I love that. No, you're fine. That's beautiful. So that support, encouragement, we absolutely uplift you and are sending you love, encouragement, and support. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. And Julz, how about you?
I am getting ready to travel quite a ways on the road to an opportunity to MC for a team of people that I used to work with. And I have two things. One is I just see open roads, pathways. So open roads to get up there without anything holding me up. And then also the pathways through the entire process of just to be open, to have everything set up on time, have the event go smoothly, and for myself and others to receive the blessings that are intended for us today and embrace them in gratitude. So that's what
beautiful. Oh, thank you. Yes. Thank you for sharing. So let's take a moment and just lift you up and the support for smooth travels, that everything, the pathways open up, as well as for the event, and the hearts are served that are called to be in a powerful and beautiful way. So we're sending that to you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And for all of us today, listeners, our experts that are joining us today, as well as myself, that as we come together and we unite our energies and our hearts and our spirits, I want all of us to be encouraged and uplifted and empowered. There's something magical when we unite together, and miracles happen. Amazing things come forth when we come together. And so as we go into our first commercial break here, it's 2 minutes. And as those commercials are playing in the background, I want you to think of these 2 minutes as just for you, an opportunity to feel that connection, to feel that support, to breathe it in, and to share it out. And with that, we'll look forward to talking to you in just 2 minutes.
Be sure to friend us on Facebook. You can do it right now. Visit facebook.com/Voice America or search for us at keyword Voice America.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
Get Unchained. Tune in every Monday for Jane Unchained on the Voice America Influencers channel, featuring nationally recognized best-selling author, TV journalist, and social media influencer Jane Velez Mitchell. This program takes you inside a trending lifestyle that's the next wave of human evolution. It all starts on your plate. If you want to revolutionize your life, get happier, more energized, then discover the secret. Tune in to Jane Unchained Mondays at 10 a.m. Pacific Time and 1 p.m. Eastern Time on the Voice America Influencers channel.
Rebecca Hall Gruyter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at speakertalentsearch.com. That's speakertalentsearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Have you had a chance to check out Voice America's online magazine and blog? If you love our hosts and shows, check out articles that give an even deeper perspective, plus topics about health and fitness, movie reviews, philosophy, business tips and tactics, spirituality, positive thought, current events, and even more about your favorite host. It's just a click away at blog.voiceamerica.com. That's blog.voiceamerica.com. The Voice America Press Blog. All access, all the time. We don't follow, we lead. Join us, the Voice America Influencers Channel. You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-472-5795. That's 1-866-472-5795. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed those 2 minutes and could really feel that connection, that support, and that energy coming to you, breathing it in and sharing it back out. Just know any time during the day, we can stop and connect in like that. Breathe in support and breathe it out. We can breathe in love and connection and breathe it out. We can breathe in grace and support and breathe it out. So I want to encourage you, especially during the holiday season, it can get really hectic that whenever you're feeling pressured or pulled a lot of directions, that you can take that moment, those 30 seconds, 60 seconds, and choose to connect in and bring that support forward for yourself and for others. I'm so glad that you're joining us today and becoming part of the conversation as we talk about empowering you, transforming lives. And it's the book that we just released on Amazon on Tuesday. And we're privileged to have several of the authors joining us today. I've been saying there are 40 authors in this book, but I went back and I counted and there are 39. So those of you who've been listening to previous shows, it's 39. It just feels like we have more with all this support that is woven together in this powerful book. But I wanted to share something with you and celebrate. When we released the book, and I shared how meaningful this was to bring it forward, that someday coming forward and becoming today, and seeing a dream be birthed and come forth in this book, and have people uniting together and aligning with that dream, with that mission, was so powerful and meaningful for me personally. And as we launched it Tuesday morning, within 2 hours, it became a bestseller. Within 12 hours, it became a #1 international bestseller in 3 countries. And within 24 hours, it became a #1 international bestseller in 5 countries around the world. And we just are thrilled and honored, and we want to celebrate that with you, because part of the reason for that is you leaning in, you being part of that and lifting us up as we step forward and bring this book forward. So I want to thank all of you. I want to celebrate with you, and anyone who has not had the opportunity to lean in and take advantage of that special $1 rate, you have through today at midnight to do that, to lean in and get a copy for $1. It is an electronic version, Kindle, but you don't have to have a Kindle device to read it. Amazon will automatically give you that ability for whatever device you use. So I just want to thank you again. And as we go around the room, I'm going to introduce some of our authors, that are the ones that are joining us today, so you can know a little bit about them and some of why this book was meaningful to them, why they leaned in. The first expert I want to share with you about is Catherine M. Laub. She is an advocate for mental health, a #1 international best-selling author and award-winning author, podcast host, and she's absolutely passionate about helping you reduce stress and anxiety in your life, and really being in that place of powerful mental health. So please lean in and warmly welcome the amazing Catherine M. Laub to the show. Welcome.
So exciting. You are so uplifting. Thank you, Rebecca. Excited to be here.
I'm thrilled to have you joining us, and I would love for you to share why this book called to you. What about it had you say yes and lean in and be part of it and bring forth so many beautiful inspirations in it?
So I've been through a lot of negative things in my life, and I've learned how to turn them around. So I have so many inspirational stories that can help other people recognize that they can turn around and they can get through almost anything if they put their minds to it. Just like my depression right now, I'm looking at all the positive things to overcome, and that's my biggest message.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing, and so openly too, so that we have an opportunity to walk beside you as well. And for anyone that is struggling with the seasonal depression that can hit sometimes, knowing you're not alone and that you can lean in and get that support encouragement. So I appreciate you. I appreciate you leaning in, being part of this book, and bringing so much positive, thoughtful reflections for us to be encouraged every day.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And then Dr. Nancy, she has over 40 years experience in the world of business and theater, and I just love this combination, business and theater, and intuitive and mystic. I mean, just what a rich, beautiful mixture. She has a PhD in religious studies. She's an assistant professor in philosophy who is absolutely passionate about helping you discover what is beyond the veil. Please lean in and warmly welcome the powerful Dr. Nancy Tarr Hart to the show. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
You are so welcome. Thrilled to have you here today, and would love for you to share a little bit about what this book meant to you, why you leaned in and felt called to be part of it.
I felt that it was, I got called, I felt that it was important to share the universal wisdom that was being shared with me to a wider audience to assist people in awakening the power that lives within their own self. Power to be the best that they can be.
Beautiful. I love that. The power to be the best that they can be, really tapping into the universal wisdom. And what I felt as you were sharing, I felt this kind of this awakening, this quickening of the spirit, that we can tap into that and get support. It's just beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely. Sure. I appreciate you sharing and being here today. And then we have our powerful Julz DeFant. She's been in the healthcare industry for the past 20 years, and the last 12 in the area of dentistry. So she's passionate about bringing beautiful smiles forward, and she is known for building powerful and dynamic teams so that they can bring their work forward in powerful ways. She's a speaker, a leader, and author, and she's absolutely passionate about helping you step into your potential. Please lean in and warmly welcome the amazing Julz DeFant. Welcome!
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun. That's right.
I just have to let you know, I was doing that for each of our authors. I was just muted, so you couldn't hear me, but the drum roll and everything. So, love you guys.
I love it. I love it. Thank you for sharing that.
No problem.
Beautiful. And I'm
so happy to be here. This is great.
Thrilled to have you. And I'd love for you to share why this book called to you. What about it drew you in, had you leaning in and saying, yes, I want to weave my energy and spirit and inspirations into that book?
I've been embarking on this journey of becoming an author and speaker and inspiring others. I know this has been a calling in my life for a very long time, and every time I share my testimony with people in any setting in life, they're always like, "You gotta write a book. Why don't you write a book?" I'm like, and I've written several things, especially with my speaking, and when I saw this opportunity, I was just so grateful, and I knew in my spirit that this is exactly what I was supposed to do. And it's a perfect opportunity to be able to impact the lives around me in positive ways by uplifting and inspiring. And I honestly look at it as a privilege that I even get to do it. So I am so excited to be able to speak into the lives of others, and I am really praying that they're blessed and I can help them.
Beautiful. Well, thank you for your willing spirit and being someone that says yes to that calling of the heart and is stepping forward, and you're willing to share your story and your wisdom and your insight, and with that intention and heart to bless others and pour into their life. I thank you for saying yes, and we're honored to have you as part of this book.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. And then we have our powerful Dr. Ruth Anderson. She is an international, #1 international and award-winning author. So #1, let me say that again, #1 international best-selling author and award-winning author. There we go. Ordained minister, founder of Enlightened World and Enlightened World Network, a radio show host, and powerful leader committed to making a difference in the spiritual lives of others. Will you please lean in and warmly welcome the powerful Dr. Ruth Anderson to the show? Welcome!
Thank you, Rebecca.
You are very welcome. Thrilled to have you here today. And I'd love for you to share a little bit of why this book called to you and you leaned in and shared your beautiful inspirations throughout it.
These daily messages are from my heart, with the hope that they could inspire the hearts of others. And I have 8 entries in this book, and I thought of the 8 most important people to my heart. And I thought of the life lessons that each one of them taught me. And then I wrote those 8 life lessons up so I could share them with each of you. So these really are gifts from my heart to yours.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. And is it okay if I add one more piece to that?
You bet.
So not only did she choose 8 lessons and 8 special people in her life, we honored them on specific dates during the year that were in alignment, right?
That's right. My daughter's birthday, yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm. So there's a great deal of purpose and meaning behind every inspiration and the day of the year that it was placed on, that we really tapped into where each inspiration was supposed to be so it could serve at the highest level. So I love that you did that, Dr. Ruth, and I'm thrilled to have you as part of our project and our amazing book.
Thank you. Thrilled to be part of it.
Thank you. And listeners, we're getting ready to go to our next commercial break, and I wanted to take a moment and acknowledge a special organization. We have an organization that has leaned in to the work that we're doing on this show. They have said yes to sponsoring our vision that we're bringing forth in the show, to supporting you around the world. And I think it's really important to know a little bit about organizations that are doing that are leaning into you first, that are committed to bringing forth work that they feel like will really empower you in your life on a daily basis. So if you would take a moment to listen and let me share a little bit about Lola. So Lola takes a modern approach to feminine care. It's a female-founded company, and I love that about them. So female-founded company offering a line of organic cotton tampons, pads, liners, and all natural cleansing wipes. They really want to create natural, powerful support for us that is hypoallergenic, that is safe for our bodies, and gynecologist approved. So let me just share a little bit more about them. So founded by women and for women, so I love that tagline. And they have monthly customizable subscriptions that can come straight to your door. And I really appreciate that. I just got my box recently, and I was able to open it up, beautifully prepared and easy to use. So I really appreciated that about them, and that it's customizable. And every purchase, listen to this, every purchase, they donate feminine care products to homeless shelters around the U.S. So not only are they products that are supportive and good for you, they are giving and sharing out throughout the United States and supporting women. I really think that's powerful and appreciate that. They don't want women to compromise when it comes to feminine care products. And in honor of our show, in honor of the success of our book, they're giving a special today. So everyone get ready to write this down. Today only, 40% off their subscriptions. And in order to do that, you need to go to mylola, mylola.com, mylola, and enter the promo code EWTL. Empowering Women, Transforming Lives. So EWTL. And you'll be able to take advantage of that special rate. And I just want to reach out to Lola and thank them for believing in us, believing in the show, and believing in every single listener that's leaning in today. I love how Lola is supportive of supporting women in all different ways across this country and around the world. So please lean into them. If that's something I encourage you to check out, take advantage of this special deal, 40% off. Promo code again is EWTL. And as we go to our next commercial break here, it's 2 minutes just for you. And here's what I invite you to do. Take a moment to stop, pause, and breathe and receive what's being placed on your heart from what has been shared. And I encourage you also to make a note and check out Lola. They're believing in you and leaning into you too. And I think it's wonderful to learn more about organizations that are taking that step to reach out to you in such a powerful way. And with that, we'll look forward to talking to you in just 2 minutes.
Think you've seen everything there is to see in online television? Let us surprise you. Visit voiceamerica.tv today for sports, health, business, and more on demand 24/7.
Rebecca Hall Gruyter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at speakertalentsearch.com. That's speakertalentsearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Sustainable success is just around the corner. If you are an entrepreneur, business leader, or anybody looking for their next level of success, tune into Sustainable Success with host Chris Salem. Did you know that the path to success is a long path that started many years ago? The path you started on then determines what is happening now. Chris and his amazing guests in their field will help you navigate the path to sustainable success every Thursday at 12 noon Eastern Time and 9 a.m. Pacific on the Voice America Influencers Channel.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
Tune in to the Voice America Variety channel on the Voice America Talk Radio Network. Voice America Variety broadcasts a diverse array of topics, reaching a global community. Our experts come from all walks of life, and the topics they discuss are everything from current events, arts and entertainment, leadership, parenting, relationships, self-improvement, career advice, and a variety of other topics. Check us out today. You're sure to find something of interest. Voice America Variety. Talk on today's hot topics.
Change starts here. Change starts now. Join us, the Voice America Influencers Channel.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-472-5795. That's 1-866-472-5795. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed those 2 minutes, that you really gave yourself an opportunity to stop, pause, breathe, and integrate what's being spoken into your heart and spirit. There's such power when we do that instead of adding things to our to-do list and eventually hoping to someday get to them, when we stop, pause, and give ourselves the opportunity to breathe it in and integrate it on a cellular level, that shift, that insight, that aha moment actually becomes part of us. And that brings that someday to today. So I encourage you, when things touch your heart, give yourself that moment to stop, pause, breathe, and integrate. It will make a profound difference in your life every time you do that. I find it gives me clarity, it calms me down, I have focus, and I can choose my next step with purpose, with the very next breath, because I stopped and paused. So I encourage you to do that. We are today talking with 4 of our authors from our newly released #1 international best-selling book, Empowering You, Transforming Lives. And we shared a couple things about this, that we are offering a special promotional rate of $1 through today, so through Thursday, December 6th at midnight. So if you're feeling a pull in your heart, I encourage you to lean in. This book is dynamic and alive, and I believe it's calling forth the people it's called to connect and serve with. So if you feel that, know there is something in the book for you. You can find it on Amazon under Empowering You, Y-O-U, all capital letters, Transforming Lives. Beautiful. So welcome back, everybody. And we're continuing our conversation, and we're wanting to lean in and explore a little bit about what you can look forward to. I want to give you a sneak peek. I want to pull back the curtain a little bit of the book and have the author share what they're hoping you walk away with, give you a little bit of an idea of what's in some of their inspirations. Not only to get you excited about the book, of course, but it's also to pour into you today, that everyone on this call, they feel in to what's being called forth. They feel into what can serve today in this moment at the highest level. So I know you're in for a real treat as you tune in and listen. So to start, Julz, I'd love for you to share what is on your heart to bring forward in this moment.
Perfect. I hope to enable people to step out into who they were created to be, who they're meant to be, and to have peace in that and have joy in that. And I know that there are so many circumstances around us that want to hold us back. You know, there's labels that are put upon us. There are just circumstances that come about that after a while can really leave us feeling bogged down and defeated. And what I've found in life is how to work around those circumstances. When I was a child, I was homeless, and my parents were drug addicts, and I was on my own when I was 11 years old. And through the grace of God, I knew that there was better, that I didn't have to be labeled as homeless or labeled as those circumstances. And so I want to inspire people to listen to their hearts, to decide who they are, decide what kind of day, relationships, lifestyle, or team members they're going to be. Mm-hmm. And I want to help them know that that's good and to step out into that.
Beautiful.
Just running. Yeah.
Beautiful. Running, I like that. Not just step, but with movement. Beautiful.
That's right. Purposefully.
Yeah. Exactly. No, thank you so much for sharing. And that love and that intention is very much woven through every inspiration that you included in our book. So thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Catherine, how about you? What's being called forth? What can they look forward to in your beautiful inspirations?
So I have 12 chapters in the book, but my favorite one, which is perfect timing for me, is Fun for the Holidays. And what I do is share that this season of stress does affect some people, and besides the holidays, like I said earlier, the seasonal affective disorder, but you can still choose to enjoy your days regardless of those possible setbacks. So what I do is give many ideas that include fun events for even 15 minutes to spend on your own or with other people. And for example, Sunday I have a couple of my kids and grandchildren coming, and we're going to make Christmas cookies. So we have fun doing that every year, and it's just gets part of the festivities. And what my quote is, a plan can help you look forward to the upcoming fun holiday activities. It can support you to have a smooth flow and takes the stress away. So, like I said earlier about the depression coming on, I know the tools, and you can learn them and you can advance too.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. And I really appreciated in your inspirations, there were really practical steps that we can take and incorporate for clarity, for cleaning up stuff in our lives, for the holidays, so that we can really step into them purposefully and mindfully to be supported and make them how we want to be. And I appreciated that in every one of your inspirations. You were weaving in ideas like that to help us. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And then Dr. Nancy, what would you like to share?
Well, it's important, pardon me, it's important in my mind for us to realize that we are often so very busy in our everyday lives, but we're also very busy, many of us busy worrying about our spiritual journeys. And in doing that, we forget that we are still in our human bodies. And so if we are able to concentrate on just being here right now, in this moment, then we start to access the fullness of our humanity. And there's power in that. And so the inspirations that I did concentrate on some ways that we can perhaps access that wisdom that lies within us and help us to see that we are the change that we want to see in our own world. With each thought that we have, each word that we utter, and each deed, every little action that we take, and also that we are unlimited, and each one of us is a part of something larger than our own individual selves.
Yes.
And in taking care of ourselves, we are taking care of each other and the world, and in return, we then get taken care of.
Yes. Let's take a moment and just breathe that in as we are being and being present. Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dr. Ruth, how about you? What's on your heart? What are you wanting to pull back the curtain and share a little bit about?
I'm going to share part of one of my entries. My teenage daughter, Mia, once wrote of me, "My mom has the courage to do things that I could never do." Those words have played in my head many times and empowered me to continue to take risks and grow when I would otherwise want to stay small. So I ask of you, is there something that you are wishing that you were bold enough to try? And please know that I believe that you can be that brave.
Thank you. Listeners, breathe that in, that you can be that brave too. Let's take a moment, stop, pause, breathe, and receive. As we get ready to go to our next commercial break here, I want you to use these 2 minutes to really see what's being spoken into your heart and into your spirit from what is being shared. These are messages personally designed for you today, real time, as you're tuning in and listening. And I encourage you to receive, to give yourself the moment to stop, pause, breathe, process, and integrate. So enjoy these 2 minutes, and we'll look forward to talking to you in just a moment.
Follow us on Twitter at VoiceAmericaTRN. Get the lowdown on guests, new shows, and your favorites. That's VoiceAmericaTRN. Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit empoweredconnectionstv.com. That's empoweredconnectionstv.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
There's a new force to be reckoned with in talk radio. It's Not Just Talk Radio, hosted by LaTanya Jr. and co-host Tina Wynn and Tony Brown. Not Just Talk Radio is like a superhero, inspiring, problem-solving, and informing, packed with action-provoking conversations from news, movements, and social and politics issues. This program is about a wide range of voices and fresh points of view from experts, celebrities, and you, the listener. Not Just Talk Radio is broadcast live Wednesdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific on the Voice America Influencers Channel.
Rebecca Hall Gruyter's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at SpeakerTalentSearch.com. That's SpeakerTalentSearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Become a member of VoiceAmerica.com. It's easy, and best of all, it's free. Start out by going to our homepage or any of our channels and click Register at the top. Once you've created an account and signed in, you can create your own custom library, opt into our newsletter, search by show, host, guest, or topic of interest, or browse millions of hours of content across all of our Voice America radio channels. Membership gets you more. Visit VoiceAmerica.com today to get started and tailor the listening experience to your taste.
We don't follow, we lead. Join us, the Voice America Influencers Channel.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-472-5795. That's 1-866-472-5795. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm so thrilled to be spending this time with you and really having this opportunity to connect in heart to heart, spirit to spirit, as we're talking about walking and how we walk on a daily basis, how we can be encouraged and inspired. And one of the things, as I'm reflecting back on the shares today, there's so much about choice and choosing and really being mindful and purposeful about things. I've heard that kind of woven throughout, a gratefulness, realizing that we are impacting others. One of the reasons I'm thrilled and honored to be on the Influencer Channel is that I believe we all have far more influence than we realize. And I think it's an important reminder that we step into that place with purpose, not just letting ourselves go on automatic and autopilot, especially during the holiday seasons when things can get hectic, really being mindful, really being purposeful, because we are impacting others. We're impacting ourselves. We're impacting others. There's an influence there. And I encourage you to share your influence with purpose, with a mindfulness. And I hope that some of what has been shared today is encouraging you to do that. And if the support on a daily basis that we've been talking about is calling to you, I encourage you after the show, go on Amazon, purchase the book. It's $1 and it can support you on a day-to-day basis, really pouring into you so that you're bringing forward those things that matter most to you, because it's one heart, it's one life, it's one choice and one step at a time. And so choose to build that support in your life. Choose to take those steps in your life on purpose, and remember to be mindful, taking that stop, pause, and breathe, taking those moments to support you on your journey. I'm going to go around the room, and I asked behind the scenes, we were starting to chit-chat a little bit, which is always fun behind the show, behind the scenes a little bit as we connect and are weaving our hearts and lives together. I can always feel that energy build throughout the show as the guests get to know each other too and connect on deeper levels. And so I hope that you can feel that energy being in connection, being echoed back out to you and with you as we share with you. And in this final segment, what I've asked each of them to do, and they've said yes, is to share something, an insight, a reminder, something on their heart that they want to share with you as you go back out into the world, that you can take with you, that can encourage you, that can inspire you. And with that, we're going to go around the room and receive the gift that they're about to share with us. Dr. Ruth.
Sure. As you go throughout your day, I encourage you to open your hearts to believing in and trusting love, whether it is the love of family, friends, a special animal, or spiritual divinity. Please open your hearts to giving and receiving love.
Beautiful. So let's take a moment to open our hearts and receive and give love. Beautiful. And I love that you mentioned animals too, because my cats, I feel like, do that for me. So I love that.
I bet.
And my husband, I don't want anyone to, I don't want to create a story there, but so my husband, my family, but also my cats. So beautiful. Thank you, Dr. Ruth. Julz, I'd love for you to share.
I think of that saying, water off a duck's back. And that is really important for us to allow ourselves to stop and let go. Let go of the things that want to bog us down. We may not be able to immediately change our circumstances, but we are able to decide upon how we operate within them. And so just like that water, just breathe, take it in, and allow yourself to let go of things you can't change.
Beautiful. Just let it slick off the back there. I can even see you like shaking and ruffling those feathers a little bit to release. So beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you. Wonderful. Catherine.
My message is very simple. You are not alone, and there is a support system waiting to help you.
Not a solo journey. Exactly. Not alone. And that willingness to tap in and receive that support system, really important. Yeah. Thank you. Important reminders. And Dr. Nancy.
Well, mine is very short. Remember to be gentle with yourself.
Yes.
We worry so often about how we treat others that we forget that we need to be gentle with ourselves.
Beautiful. So, listeners, remember to be gentle with yourself. You are precious. Beautiful. Thank you, Dr. Nancy. So, listeners, I so appreciate, I was thinking about that gratitude, and it's not a solo journey, and the opportunity we have to connect, the support that we have. I want to send a thank you to Lola, leaning in to all of us. I want to send a thank you to all of you for being part of our community and leaning into this program. I want to thank the authors that are leaning in and believing in bringing forward support to people one day, one reflection, one inspiration at a time. And listeners, you are a gift. You're beautifully and wonderfully made, on purpose and for a purpose. You are precious. Be kind to yourself. Treat yourself lovingly and gracefully and with gratitude. Be willing to encourage yourself so that as you go back out into the world, you're able to shine, you're able to share the gift of who you are, one day, one heart, one choice at a time, so that wherever you go, whatever you do, may you always choose to bloom where you're planted and shine. Have a great week, everyone. Talk to you next time.
Thank you for joining us this week for Empowering Women, Transforming Lives. Please tune in again for another edition with your host, Rebecca Hall Gruyter, next Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific, on the Voice America Influencers Channel. And join us for a replay of the show every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific, on the Voice America Empowerment Channel. Have a beautiful week, and may you always bloom where you're planted and shine.